And now we head south to Mexico, where the Mexican army has killed at least 19 suspected members of the deadly Sinaloa Cartel. In an overnight ambush on Monday, the army has given the Sinaloa Cartel one of its biggest defeats in recent months. President Claudia Sheinbaum promises to crack down on cartels even further. However, ordinary Mexicans are not completely on board. Will the Mexican army use the recent success to launch an all-out assault, or will the cartels rain down more terror? Here's more from the streets of Mexico.
In the late hours on Monday, the quiet suburban streets near the capital in Mexico's Sinaloa state were rocked by the crackle of gunfire. A major shootout took place between the Mexican army and one of the most deadly drug gangs in the world, the Sinaloa Cartel. The shootout took place about 11 kilometers outside the Sinaloa state capital, Culiacan. According to the Mexican Defense Ministry, the gunfire took place after more than 30 cartel gunmen fired on Mexican soldiers. As the Mexican army retaliated, they managed to shoot and kill at least 19 cartel members. The Mexican army also seized 30 firearms and military-style vests and helmets from the scene of the shootout. One cartel member was unable to flee and was arrested by the Mexican military. He has been identified as Edwin Antonio, a local leader of the Sinaloa Cartel. The latest blow to the Sinaloa Cartel faction comes amid unprecedented flare-ups of cartel violence in recent months. Between October 6 and October 15, Mexico saw the brutal killings of 2 mayors. The killings didn't stop there. An indigenous priest was also killed right after officiating Mass on Sunday. These killings have sparked widespread outrage against the newly elected President, Claudia Sheinbaum, who had vowed to crack down on cartel violence.
We have called on the government to clarify this case and bring justice to Father Marcelo, a great priest that always advocated for the poorest and for the people in need, that always listened and helped and now has been murdered. We demand all the government agencies to cooperate and give answers to clarify all these.
Before that, I would like to express that we regret the murder, the assassination of Father Marcelo Perez in San Cristobal de las Casas. The investigation is being carried out. Yesterday, the Secretary of the Interior was communicating with both the state government and the diocese and with the ecclesiastical authorities. We are coordinating to be able to advance in the investigation, and that this crime does not go unpunished.
Earlier in October, President Sheinbaum rolled out a 4-pronged approach to tackle cartel violence. But only a few of them appear to be changing the reality on ground. President Sheinbaum has emphasized on justice as a measure for peace and security in the violence-infested country.
We will reduce the number of high-impact crimes. We will because we have a strategy and will implement it. We will pay more attention than what was given by the government of President López Obrador to certain topics, and we still believe that security and peace are the result of justice.
It is like this in Chilpancingo and throughout the state. The situation is truly critical. Perhaps the rest of the country doesn't know it. I invite Mexican Minister of Security Omar Hamid Garcia Harfuch and President of Mexico Claudia Sheinbaum to come here, and not just from behind a desk, to uncover the truth.
According to official data, gang violence in just the Sinaloa state has left around 200 people dead since early September. More than 300 others are believed to be missing. The spiraling violence is linked to drug trafficking and cartel rivalry. President Sheinbaum's new security strategy continues to face scrutiny. The recent success by the Mexican army is a rare and welcome sight. Ordinary Mexicans still fear for their lives and continue to suffer from cartel violence. Only time will tell whether the Mexican army will use its recent success to launch a larger military campaign against the cartels.
Firstpost decodes the U.S. election, explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications. U.S. Election Explained, every Monday and Thursday only on Firstpost.